You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Good day. Welcome to the Mushie Moment with myself. Oh, you reverse sides on me. And my awesome co-host, Rep Cindy. We're live today on Tuesday, June 18th, 2024 on paceradio.net. And we stream everywhere. How you doing, Cindy?
Well, I just want to state that my prediction was 100% bang on. Our guests have arrived and they are in the waiting room waiting for us to bring them on here in a minute.
Wait, one of them was a surprise. I only said Anki in the ad.
Well, you know, you could have just let it slip. Nobody would have picked up on it.
Oh. Does that mean I pointed it out? How you doing today on June 18th, 2024?
I am doing pretty well here on the East Coast. We have a heat wave just starting today. It's not going to be that bad today, but tomorrow we're about to get hit hard.
Nice. I like when it's warm. I really dug being in Mexico where it was warm all the time when I was there. Well, other than when it would, it'd still be a warm rain, but.
Yeah, well, I'll find out in September.
Yes, post lots of pictures.
Oh, I will.
Do lots of little video snippets. We could stitch them together and do a whole podcast on how cool it is down there. We're doing your facilitators program.
Yeah. I'm going to a little spot called Tepoztlan, and the retreat is called Tendava. I'm pretty excited. It'll be my first visit to Mexico.
And our friend Gareth Moxie was there. Is he still there? He was there last week.
He is there. Yeah, he's there for 2 weeks. So he's down there. He took the course that I took. He's actually the person that suggested it to me and brought it to my attention. And he was down there doing extra work, working, kind of as an apprentice to learn how they do things their way. So that's a step that I hope to take sometime in early 2025.
That's awesome.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I do have a little bit of sad news, both, for us and for our guests. One of our podcast people that we had on here and interviewed, and one of our first ones, actually.
One of our first guests, yes.
Yes, J. Greg Walter, who wrote the book Woodstock and was at Woodstock and was an amazing piano player, and we're honored that I'm honored I got to be able to call him a friend, and there we go. Yes, that's his book, and he just passed away over the weekend here, and we'd like to send our condolences to family and friends. It's going to be a big loss for a lot of people, and that man lived a wicked, beautiful, inspiring life.
He sure did.
He really did. And love you, brother.
Yeah. I was very honored to have met him when I was out visiting you one time. And, I received my own copy of this book autographed to me in here on one of these pages. It actually says to Cindy. So,
that's awesome. Yeah,
it'll be something I keep and cherish. I'm also lucky enough to have one of his CDs, one of his last CDs, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he recorded it in Caslow, BC, at the St. Andrew's United Church.
Wow. Yeah, I chatted with him a couple of weeks ago, and he was going to come down and do some playing down here, and wanted to get lined up for a few gigs, and was prepping to work right until he decided to go home. Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yep.
We should all be so.
Yeah. Good life. So we are definitely thinking of J. Greg. Honestly, his children lost him on Father's Day, and that's definitely a hard one. So sending out all kinds of love to them. We are both part of a memorial group for Greg, which has actually been pretty amazing to see his life celebrated in so many ways by so many people.
Oh, the posts that are happening and the pictures that are happening. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. A lot of love flowing there.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's beautiful. Wow. So today we have something a little more uplifting.
Yes.
And we've had them on before. We've had them both individually. Have we had them both on together already? It's escaping me.
I don't think so. I think this is the first time we've had them on together.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Or maybe not. I think maybe there was one other time we did have them on together.
Oh, man, that means I'm smoking too much pot. I can't remember.
We have had both of our guests on a couple of times individually. Two people that we both absolutely adore and admire and very blessed to have in our lives. They live close to Steve, and I say every time he says that I'm going out to visit them, I'm sitting there going, wish I had one of these travel machines that could just zap me out to BC so I could go with you. Yeah.
And it was one of their birthday just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So should we bring them in?
We should. You want to introduce them?
Ladies and gentlemen, and any other name you want to call yourself, please welcome to the podcast, Anki and Miriam. Good day.
Hello.
Hola.
Hi.
Wow. I'm showing up later for a hug. Still, I didn't make it out, and my apologies.
We wait you
Give
here.
them each two, so there's one from me too.
Okay.
Double
4
hug.
hugs a day.
Astral hugs.
Oh, that's
How are you,
awesome.
brother and sister?
How you doing? It's so good to see you. Welcome back to Canada, Miriam.
Thank
you. Oh, it was so beautiful to watch your adventures, while you were traveling in Mexico and doing everything you did. It was just the celebration that you went to when you took a few people down was absolutely beautiful. It was so gorgeous.
Yes, you must go.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
You both must go.
So beautiful. Was beautiful, beautiful.
I go down. I don't know if you guys heard, but I go down. The course that I'm taking has a 2-week practicum and then graduation. And we're in the retreat's called Tandava, and I'm in a little spot called Tepoztlan.
Tepoztlan.
Yeah,
yes,
just south of Mexico. So I'm pretty
Mexico
excited.
State.
It'll be my first trip to Mexico.
And do you like it?
Well, I'll find out in September. The course is amazing.
September.
Yeah.
Yes, you will like it. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you will love it, sister. Don't forget to go to some temazcales over there.
I will try to go everywhere I can.
So
That's what I tried to
temazcal.
do while I was down there. Wow.
You were there, brother, doing temazcal?
No, actually, you know what? When I was down, it was COVID, and they had most of them closed.
Yeah.
Which was a bummer,
sadly.
because I did a lot of ceremony stuff down there, and we wanted to do them, and it was like, oh, sorry, nope, sorry, nope. So, but it gives me something to look forward to next time I'm down there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, big medicine, brother. We highly recommend you.
Wow.
Yes.
Temazcalito. Talking about Temazcalito, we're gonna open this beautiful space with a little bit of Copali. Also sending Copali to Greg. A lot of love to Greg to open the space to this beautiful podcast. And we really appreciate the invitation, brother and sister. We will use some white Copali from Mexico, and we invite all the ones that are seeing this beautiful podcast to bring your intention to start your day. What is your intention for your day? And invite you to create sacred space every time. Every time that you remember, you are able to do a sacred space to raise a prayer to bring the vibration that is going to create the manifestation. So we send this beautiful Kopali for the podcast, for Greg, and for the heart of all the ones that see, and for the heart of all the sentient beings on this planet and all the cosmos, all the galaxy. Tlasukamati.
Así es.
So to start, I wanna do a little poem in Nahuatl that I dedicate to my love Miriam, and it's a short poem, ancient poem, for all of us and for you, mi amor. Shikiye winsochi, shikiye wimpanoyolo, pampanimis tlazontla, pampanimis tlazontla, shikinuchi. No yolo, sikie winsochi, sikie wimpano yolo, pampani mis tlazontla. Pampani mis tlazontla, shikinu, chino yolo. Tlazokamati.
That's beautiful.
Gracias.
Con amor, mi amor.
And the meaning?
Is keep that flower, keep it in your heart, keep it in your heart. 1 second. I almost got it. Let me tell you the correct, exact translation, brothers and sisters. So is keep that flower, keep it in your heart, because I love you with all my heart.
Oh.
So in Spanish it's guarda esa flor, guárdala en tu corazón, porque yo te amo con todo mi corazón.
It's
So
beautiful.
what was when you were singing it? What language is that?
Nahuatl is the ancient language from the Anahuac. The Anahuac is when we used to be one only civilization from North America to Nicaragua, Nican Anahuac. So end of the Anahuac. The Nahuatl is the base of most of the indigenous language of Mexico, except for the Comcac, the Quiquitom. That is the language of the people that Miriam is connected with in Sonora, and that she organized the camping for the people around the world to go and visit them and go and learn from the chantings, from the language, from the tribe, and from the territory. It's the same territory where the Bufo Alvarius toad lives, in Sonora.
Yes. Wow.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
So what are the chances that Miriam might have a chant in the Comcac one that she might be able to bless us with?
Yapukashimaya kalitimiti kolitaya yapukashimaya kalitimiti kolitai kalima kwayong yapukenu kapitan. Yapokashimaya kalitimiti kolitaya yapokashimaya kalitimiti kolitai kalima kwayong yapokemu kapitan. Yapokashimaya kalitimiti kolitaya yapokashimaya kalitimiti kolitai kalima kwayong yapokemu kapitan.
Wow.
Wow, that was awesome.
That one is also talking about the flowers, like to like if all of us we are different flowers, so just to allow to be ourselves and to blossom and to be the beautiful essence that each one of us we are.
Wow.
Mhm.
Thank you. That was awesome, and I'm pretty darn sure that there's a few people that are going to really enjoy being treated to that. I'm one of them, just so you know. That was
Thank you,
awesome.
Mano.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Tlazokamati in Nahuatl, thank you, and in Quiquitom,
Ajatipi.
Ajatipi.
Ah. Maybe I will learn some other languages one day.
Ajatipi is easy. Ajatipi.
Ajatipi.
Aja.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Where do we go from here now?
I don't know. That one kind of got me a little emotional, so I'm sitting here just kind of going, whoa.
Yeah, that was a great way to start, but I have no idea where we segue to now. Let's see. How about let's bring up the Mexico Sagrado page that you have going, and which is Sacred Mexico, and you bring up things from Mexico to help the people down there in the tribes and the villages. I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you, hermano. So in Sacred Mexico, basically we have to improve that webpage. We need to do some adjustments. Sacred Mexico, our main objective is to support our indigenous people in Mexico, and now we want to transform in the future Sacred Mexico into Sacred Anahuac to be able to support our indigenous people also in North America, Central America, and South America with sharing their art, sharing their crafts, sharing the tradition, sharing what is their message, what is their needs, what is the prayer behind each piece of art that they do, because this is not only a piece of jewelry, it's a piece of sacred art. It's amulets of protections that will accompany you in your life, in your ceremony, and that carry a prayer from the wisdom keepers and the medicine keepers that now they are sharing the message, they are sharing the medicines, they are sharing the knowledge with all of us to remember that we are one. So the main objective is to help them bring in their art around the world. Once the people see their art, we share what is the message, what is behind that art, what is the deep spirit of the art. The people get interested in to know more. So that's when Sacred Journey goes in action. We help the people to be able to go with the indigenous communities to their sacred lands to keep the support, to keep the connection, and keep this expansion. So basically, it's a connection between Sacred Mexico and Sacred Journey. Sacred Mexico with the art, the craft, the instrument, and the ceremonial items, and Sacred Journey with the retreats, to the sacred lands with these sacred people, with their brothers and sisters from the First Nations of Mexico.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And with that, we are also receiving a big amount of healing, big amount of sharing of knowledge. That's how we can keep improving also our service in ceremony, because the teachings that these brothers and sisters gave to us. So we are doing this union between the eagle, the condor, and the quetzal, becoming one again.
Okay, for people that don't know the difference in the eagle, the condor, and the
Quetzal.
quetzal?
Quetzal.
Quetzal.
Quetzal. Like Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah.
Quetzal. So it's the three sacred birds that are representing the nations of the Anahuac. Well, the parts of the Anahuac that gets divided. So basically the eagle is North America. The Quetzal is Central America. We're talking about Mexico, part of Guatemala, and then we go to the condor that is in the Andes, that is more down south. So the prophecy says that these three birds, they are gonna fly together back again when all the knowledge and all the tradition goes together again. These traditions and this knowledge get separated even before the European coming. So basically it's part of an ancient prophecy, and it's also part of prophecies from the north and the south. They call it the Rainbow Nation. There's the four nations on the medicine wheel. That is the black nation, the yellow nation, the white nation, and the red nation. That four nations receive different gifts, different knowledges. For example, the red nation, that is us here in America, we receive the knowledge of connection with the spirits. We receive the knowledge of connect in this astral way and bring medicine from there. The people, the white people from Europe, from the Europe continent, they receive different technologies that helps improve and advance. The yellow people, Asian people, they receive technologies of the body, yoga, acupuncture, Ayurveda, techniques for the technology of the body. The African people, the black nation, they receive the knowledge of the dance, the knowledge of the magic through the dance, the knowledge of the flow with Mother Earth through the rhythms, another big technology. The prophecy says that when the world becomes so little, that four nations will become one only nation, that is the Rainbow Nation. Same prophecy, same root of knowledge, that the knowledge that was divided is going to become one back again. And look what is happening. All mestizo people are doing this intermediate bridge between the eagle, the condor, the quetzal, between the four nations. We are making it because we are all one, and there's no division. There's no blood that divide us. There's no lineage that divide us. We are the Great Spirit and the Great Mother, the manifestation of the Great Spirit and the Great Mother. Great Mother is our body, all the construction of our elements, and the Great Father, the Great Spirit, is our spirit, the supra-conscious, that we are all. We are all the same body, we are all the same conscious, we are all the same spirit.
And also is to learn how to integrate all these things in ourselves, like within us. For example, how balance is our mind, our emotions, our body, our way to express it. So everything, also all the knowledge that we are having now the opportunity to go is to become within us, like to integrate within us, because everything is inside.
Yes.
So it's a very beautiful reflection just to see how is the way that we think, that we know our emotions, that we know how to hold our own space for all this process all the time, because it's a eternal dance. So sometimes we are more, and also with the elements, the water, the fire, the air, and the earth always are teaching us. Like and we can go in a very deep way in that sense. For example, the earth, that is our body, and that is the material world. We have to work a lot now, I think, nowadays, in that element, because it has to be how we get the connection with the material, how we get, for example, the money, and in which things we are expending that energy, because it's not also the way that you receive it, it's the way that you give it as well. What we are consuming, that things are for our better good, or we are just like spending in bullshit. How we share our material body, for example, and then we can go deep in the sexuality, for example, how we look ourselves in our body, the relation with the others. So it's beautiful because we can go very deep through ceremonies to connect deep with all the elements and the different wisdoms around the world.
Wow.
Yes, I've been honored enough to actually experience some of that with you and through you guys. Yes.
Yeah.
It's oh, are we up at that time already?
We're pretty close, yeah.
Okay, so we'll take our break now. It's break time, so time to check out our sponsors, pay some bills. You're here with us live on the Mushie Moment, CBG or paceradio.net.
We'll be
right back.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420.
Are you looking to get your medical cannabis grow license? Limestone City Hydroponics can help patients through the process of obtaining their license to grow medical cannabis. What's that? You don't have a doctor. If you meet the medical criteria, Limestone City Hydroponics has a nurse practitioner who can assess and provide medical cannabis prescriptions. What are you waiting for? Contact Limestone City Hydroponics at limestonecityhydroponics.ca or call them at 613-548-0420.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Cannabis edibles are an effective way to manage pain and other ailments, especially when you deal with your trusted partner, Legacy 420, in Tyendinaga Mohawk territory. You see, we lab test every product on site to ensure proper dosage every time, which is critical when consuming cannabis edibles. All Legacy 420 edibles are made by our classically trained baker and chocolatier, and we also have super tasty vegan options.
Our baker has been in the industry for 25 years. She's also a chocolatier. Everything from savory to sweet, your chocolate bars, brownies, butter tarts, you name it, we make it.
Talk to our knowledgeable Cannatex about our incredible variety available. Give your trusted partners a call. Legacy 420 out on your road.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
And we're back, streaming to you live at paceradio.net and everywhere.
And everywhere. We caught them off guard.
Yeah, that's okay. Kind of caught me off guard too. There we go.
We're back.
Hey, what are the chances you might have a couple of pieces of the art that you can show some people?
On the sculpture.
Let's show. I will show you this. This is a really special jaguar because it's like a reptile jaguar.
Beautiful.
Look the eyes.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow. So it's a history that they are telling in all this piece of art. Basically, let me take order.
That's beautiful, yeah.
So basically, they have a meaning from the peregrination that they do to the peyote, to the hikuri, and they have different elements of their peregrination. They all have always the Nierika star that is also representing the hikuri and the connection with the Great Spirit. The gift of see, but see more than your eyes let you see. We have the sun, we have the corn that is offerings, we have the blue deer. So basically, it's telling the history of their peregrination. We have here the two-head eagle that is one of the sacred spirits that they saw during the visions. We have here the corn that is the offering and is also what brings us life. Another peyote with the nierika, the gift of sea. So basically, it's a big prayer what they are doing, and they are also representing their connection with the hikuri. The legend says that the wixarika community, the huichol community, were having troubles finding the food. So they were needing food to give to their population. And the elders, the maracames, sent 3 hunters to find this food. They start seeing a deer, a blue deer in Nayarit, and they tried to hunt it. They couldn't hunt it, and they were following the deer for 3 days. In the 3rd day, when they were in Wirikuta, the deer stops. And where the deer stops, they see that they were the hikuri, the cactus of the peyote, the sacred cactus of the peyote. So they take the medicine and they bring it to their people. The elders give to all the people, all the wixarika population, and they never suffer from hunger again. They become the guardians of the peyote. In the Native American church, the legend says that it was a woman that found the hikuri in the desert, and the hikuri talks to her and told her to eat it. When she eat it, she saw the visions, she received the message, and she bring it to the community. That's how the Native American church says that it's the. That's what I know. What I say is only what I know, but I don't have the absolute truth. So I invite you all also to investigate and take what is good for you and don't take what is not good for you. I only said what with a humble heart what I know, but I could be wrong also.
And actually, we are very honored because next weekend on Sunday we are going to receive here a maracame, so to share the peyote medicine. So he will tell us more about all the history of the hikuri. So he's going to be here at the Ajatipi Sanctuary, and you are very welcome.
And this is a special invitation that we are doing in the podcast because we are only sending the invitation to the people that we know. But for this podcast and for the people that are listening, that's how the medicines found us. So if you are interested, you can contact Steve or Cindy, or you can contact us directly. There in Sacred Mexico webpage, there is our mail. You can contact us, and we will be happy to share this beautiful space for the maracame come from Mexico. When I say maracame, I refer a huichol shaman. And when I say wixarika, I'm referring to the huicholes because they like to be wixarika. That's the real name. That's the real way of calling wixarika.
And when we say hikuri, we are talking about the peyote.
The
secret name is hikuri.
Hikuri.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, golly gosh, don't I wish I could get to Vancouver before Sunday.
Yes.
So no worries, sister. This is the first one of many ones. We're opening this beautiful ceremonial space for other healers, other medicine practitioners. Don Ramiro is the one that is going to bring this medicine this time. We also having on August 17 Flavio Santi that is going to bring the Shuar and Quechua tradition of the ayahuasca, liquid tobacco, and guayusa medicine. It will be also a beautiful ceremony where we are going to open the space for him to bring all the ceremony. So the idea of the Ajatipi Sanctuary is also to open the doors to other healers, to other medicine practitioners, that they can do their practices, their ceremonies here. We have the place completely adapted, and it's a beautiful sacred space for the healing.
It is. I had the honor of being there last April when it was an absolutely beautiful spot.
Yes, it was beautiful ceremonies.
Yes.
In fact, you were the one leading that beautiful ceremony, sister, and I'm still so happy for the sessions that we had. Thank you for bringing your medicine, and thank you for bringing your magic.
Oh, my pleasure. But I only did it with support of friends, because there's no way that I could have. It was my first time, to be honest. You know, as we're sitting here talking, that was the first working with that gentleman was my first ceremony. You know, and doing all that, and it was absolutely spectacular. And I thank you for your beautiful sound healing during his ceremony. It was fantastic.
With love, sister. With love. Your chanting was also fantastic. You have a beautiful vibration over there. Medicine inside.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister. And we're looking forward to see you here soon.
Oh, I will be back.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Anki, can you grab that leopard head, the panther, the jaguar, and bring it close again? Because I don't know if people can tell, but that's actually beads. That's a fully beaded thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tiny little beads.
Now you'll see that it's the tiny little beads in there. Perfect. Thank you. Because it just, when you first look at it, it's just so beautiful and overwhelming that, you know, in the camera, they may not have realized that's actually beaded work.
Yeah, it looks like a painting.
Yeah.
Let me show you other of their art that they do. It's really amazing. They have 3 different kinds of art.
What are the earrings you're wearing?
They match your shirt.
Which one? This one?
The earrings.
Miriam's earrings match Steve's shirt.
Ah, yes. I made these ones.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Inspired, of course, in the wixarikas.
Wow.
So this is the bead art, but like the jewelry, they are the only ones to do sculptures, full sculptures, and they also do this beautiful art that is cross looming. Look these details.
Wow. Oh yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
So with these kind of bags, they do their peregrination to go for the hikuri, and this is a medicine bag. So basically, they do it by hand. This is also a beautiful prayer of the wixarika.
They took 3 months to do
that one.
That bag.
Wow.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful, the art that we have in the whole planet.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah. So we talked briefly when you guys first came on. You know, Miriam was down in Mexico, and she ran this beautiful retreat where she took everybody out to this beautiful weekend of medicine and music, and the pictures were something else. And you're planning on doing more of those in the future, correct?
Yes, sure. The next one is on November. Will be always on November and March. And we are planning to do both retreats will be at the desert. So one will be in Sonora, and the other one we are planning to do the pilgrim with the Wixarika people.
To Wirikuta.
So to have like these different medicines and these different communities and options that are truly very healing space, and you reconnect with the whole planet. It's so beautiful. Even every time that I am in Sonora, even if I don't take any medicine, I am just feeling all the medicine of the territory, the chants, the community. So it's a great opportunity to come with us and to share with all their vibration and way of being, like just to be there and feel their love, their joy. Is beautiful.
And tradition, you get a lot of the tradition, you get a lot of the ancestry that's been carried over, the honoring of ancestry that's been carried along, the honoring of the
and that is for all of us. It's all our ancestry from all of us. So when we connect with these wisdom keepers, these tradition keepers, these medicine keepers in the territory, we understand where does they bring this deep connection, where does they bring this deep wisdom that is being in the territory and not being distracted by the noise of the life that we create, of the system that we create. So it's beautiful to go there and remember with them, because they are keeping the traditional way of living, not only of do ceremony, not only of the traditional way of connect with Mother Earth. We forget to hug a tree. We all say, oh, it's amazing to hug a tree, it's medicine. But how many of the ones that we are saying that we do it actually, and we really have a connection with nature? So that's what we are going there, to have 1 week out of this system that distracts us, to be there and remember. Then you can bring it into your daily life here.
Yes, because to go there you have to snip the ties to here, and now it's like, turn off the phone. You got no reason for it. Put it away, put it in the back, and let's come down here and just enjoy the now. That's what that is about, is enjoying the now.
Yes, for me it's like a dose of inspiration. Like there I recharge myself, I remember, and it's like getting inspired one more time. Because sometimes I think that happened that to all of us, that we are like in cities and all of that. Sometimes we go to the daily life and start forgetting our priorities, and to take care about ourselves and the others and the everything.
Yeah, the brain starts to get distracted and go through the I need to, and we've lied to ourselves. A lot of them are I want to's, not I need to's. And a lot of them are other programs of you need to's. And we just picked them up, when the reality is we don't need to. And what we actually need to do is take that time to be and to exist and to honor what this beautiful existence really is. You know, it's a miracle to be here at any time. And, you know, my reality, it's a real miracle to be there in this particular time. There's so much energy shift and flow, and some of the darkest darks are being put in our faces, and some of the brightest lights are just right there waiting for us to, you know, just embrace. So yeah, it's a pretty miraculous time we're in right now. It's funny because science is kind of coming in and meeting spirituality, and they're both kind of growing together and intermeshing, rather than doing this, which is what they
that's the science. It's the knowledge from the white nation. It's coming back together.
Yes.
Coming back in one.
Yes, and it's just a matter of translating the languages, so they do this instead of one language speaking and the other one not hearing, and the other language speaking and that one not hearing. Now it's like, oh, they're both starting to listen and intertwine, and it makes sense of our reality more so when they intertwine nicely.
Yes, and for example, I was hearing a Taita from South America, and he said, for the science, for example, we have our DNA, and for and we say that it's the same, but we call it ancestors. But it's the same. We have the memory. We have all inside of us. We can call it DNA or we can call it ancestors. But there is the memory.
It's just semantics on words, but the fact of the matter is it's still the same thing. And, it's nice that now that exactly is happening. The languages are crossing over, and you know, myself, I come from a place of science on it, and I'm understanding or learning the aspect of, you know, because with science you can look at history. Well, if you look at history, well, then you got to look at tradition, and if you look at tradition, it comes into spiritual. And you know, we're taught spiritual means one thing, when in actuality all it really means are you living from spirit, or are you living from brain? And spirit runs heart. You know, put your heart forward.
And all of us, we are spiritual beings. Like sometimes there is a confusion, like, oh, he's a spiritual or she's not spiritual. All of us, we are spiritual beings in this body.
Yeah, it's funny because I know people that deny spirit, and I watch them struggle. And you know, it's you're fighting yourself because you're saying, I'm not. There is no. You're fighting yourself because your spirit knows otherwise. You've created your own cognitive dissonance to keep rattling until you finally accept that your spirit having a human experience.
And yes, not because you don't see it, it's not there. It's like saying I don't have cells because I don't see the cells. All of us, we know that we have atoms and cells, and so it's the same with the spirit. We know when someone transcends that their spirit is going to other side. Where? We don't know, but you notice that in the body, it's leaving the material.
Wow. I can't wait for hugs later. Wow.
So you can also check the web page for the Sacred Journey. That is sacredjourney.mx.
There is a message that came in for you.
Oh, Lisa, I love you.
Saludos, Lisa.
My angel. I always say that she's my angel.
Yeah, I have to say she's one of my angels too. You know,
right?
Meeting her changed my pathway of healing for the absolute better. And,
he connects us, Steve.
She introduced the two of you, didn't she? Yeah.
She's a very, very dear friend. Yes. Thanks for hanging, Lisa.
Yes. We love you.
Out you didn't say hi to me. You said it in Spanish. There's no English there for hi, Steve. That's funny.
And then she did get to you, Steve. There you go. That came in as you were saying that, so that one I believe was meant for you.
Oh, awesome. Oh, she can't wait to meet you, Anki.
Me too, Lisa. Can't wait to re-meet each other again. I'm sure that we know from spirit.
So what all of you guys got happening in the near future other than next Sunday?
After the next Sunday?
Other than
next Sunday? Well, we have our traditional Saturday cacao mushroom ceremony. That one we do it every 2 Saturdays. We are gonna be informing into the Sacred Mexico and in our groups. But basically the ceremony is every 15 days and we do a cacao at 2 to 2. We start the cacao, the offerings to the earth. We open the space. We do a circle of hape. We share the cacao medicine. history, tradition, uses, the ancient ceremony of the cacao and the difference between the ceremonial circle of cacao and the real ceremony of cacao that is in the cacao tal, in the place where the cacao grow. After we finish cacao ceremony, we do some healing, we do some chanting, some sharing. We finish that and we start the Teonanacatl, so sacred mushroom ceremony. That is from 7 to 1 a.m. We stay in the house. That's the plan that we have, because sometimes the ceremony goes longer until 4, 5 a.m. And then we don't have time to go to the sweat lodge because we are organizing after the ceremony on Sunday, 8 a.m. sweat lodge. So it's every 15 days. The next one is going to be after the Maracame session. And we have it every 15 days. And also for the people.
And you can join in this ceremony. You can join because there's people that only want cacao or only mushroom, or the better is to do both. But there's people that maybe wants to introduce for the first time with a group, so they feel more comfortable just doing cacao and start knowing the tribe here, and for the next ones to go deeper with the mushroom. So yes, just to let you know that is like optional. We are flexible with that you can stay in one or the whole ceremony. And also always we are open to share the Bufo medicine. That is individual sessions, so that's why we don't have like certain dates. It depends on the people where can we arrange their ceremony, because it's very beautiful, it's private, it's individual. We put the fire as well. We do a really good container, beautiful container for the people to go very deep with the Otak medicine or Bufo medicine.
Wow, I've got to say I have sat with Miriam for Bufo, and man, what I could tell you about what Miriam can do. I thought I was coming back after so long, and she starts chanting and says, "Oh no, you're not done. Go away." And she sends me back out. Sitting with Anki was just as powerful and amazing. Watching Anki serve Steve blew my mind. He was working with a didgeridoo. He was taking what he needed to take from Steve, and he was throwing it on the fire. And in the fire, there was nothing to burn. There was a few embers. There was no tissues. There was no wood left. And when he threw what Steve needed to let go of in the fire, it just caught, and the flames would come out of nowhere. To show up there in November and or the next time I show up and to sit with you both.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be beautiful and powerful.
Amazing. Yeah.
I just got caught up in watching the podcast. Yeah. I have to say that my ceremonies have been life-changing. They've led me to finding my peace in the chaos, my calm in the chaos, and have brought me just immense levels of healing and quieting of a trauma-induced brain. Really, they've the ceremonies have taught me to observe, taught me how to just be, and more than anything, how to be okay with just
surrender.
Yeah.
How to surrender.
It's okay to just be. You don't have to hang on. You don't have to try all the time. Trying gets tiring.
Try not trying to try.
Yeah. Try
not trying.
Try not trying to try.
Try not trying to try. That's the key.
And please let me know if some of the people that is hearing this podcast and need like some integration work, because I think that also there is a lot of medicine going nowadays to all the people, and it's beautiful, but it's also beautiful that the people can have their integration process and some accompany. And sometimes the facilitator doesn't do that work. So just to let you know that I am very open to accompany the different process of the people, and you can write me and we can do some therapy. I am psychologist. So also it's beautiful to let know the people that they are not alone in their process, and they can find a professional accompany for their process.
Yes, and integration it's a very, very under talked about, but I'd say one of the most important parts of doing a lot of this psychedelic therapy is integrating it afterwards. You have to be able to get it into your regular life, hold on to those lessons, continue to learn from those lessons, and make the changes that you're learning to make. And having somebody there that can help you through it, especially somebody like Miriam, who's not only a psychologist, she also offers the medicine. So she is she knows the psychedelics as well as the psychology. I think that's a fantastic idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
It's we think like integration in ceremony is the main part of the healing, because if not only become an experience, we need to incarnate, we need to become the teachings that we receive and do it in the daily life. It's like a surgery in the spirit, in the mind. When you have a surgery in your body and you don't take care of the surgery, it can be worse. So the surgery is actually the 20% of the healing. The 80% of the healing is the care that you take after the surgery. The same in ceremony. You are doing a surgery, a spiritual surgery, and the care that you take in the integration is how good that process will be. And the way to do the integration, it's incarnate the wisdom, incarnate the teachings, and ask the support when you need it, because sometimes we think that we can integrate by ourselves. It's important also to know that we have a community that we can hold space and that we can support on.
Absolutely. Communities is again, I mean, as with integration being such a large part, communities kind of hand in hand with that. Yeah.
I'm going to throw a little weird thing on.
What's that, Steve?
I'm going to throw a little weird thing on it, because I'm currently doing physio and kinesiology to repair for a motorcycle accident I had. And I'm learning a bunch of the things that I can't do myself. And to heal, I have to integrate all of the small little exercises that they give me to do. And I have to practice them in my daily life if I want to heal. Mm-hmm. That's a physical analogy of if we have the spiritual medicine and we get, the lessons and how we need to go about changing to heal ourselves, then we need to practice that every day. And it's not about hammering it down. That's the one thing that I got shit for at physio all the time, trying to hammer it down and get it done. No, it's about one step at a time, slowly integrating, slowly doing it and practicing it till it just becomes a part.
Exactly.
That's right.
To make our life a beautiful ritual.
Yes.
Since we wake up.
Yeah, because we can either wake up and be grumpy and go, I need a coffee, blah, 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 and watch the news, or we can get up and we can breathe and give blessings and say, man, I'm thankful to be alive and putting my feet on the ground today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It takes 2 minutes, but make the difference.
Yes.
Yes. And it makes a lifetime of difference.
Mm-hmm. Some friend that is psychology as well, she recommends, for example, to not see the cell phone 2 hours after we wake up and 2 hours before we go to sleep. And that's difficult.
It is.
But it's true. We are so attached now of this thing and all the things that we can see here that maybe not 2 hours, but if we do that half an hour, it's a huge
and there's science behind it because of frequencies that happen and the blue light, what it stimulates in our brain. There's a lot of science behind why we shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. It affects how our brain works. And if you want to calm the brain, going to the phone is not what you want to do.
Yep.
Yes.
You're pointing at the time. Is it that time again?
It is, but I will ask our guests to stick around to chat for a few minutes after we're done on air.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's that time again. Thank you for joining us here on the Mushie Moment with my co-host, Reverend Cindy, with Anki and with Miriam from MexicoSagrado.org and Mexican Journey.
Sacred Journey.
Sacred Journey. .org as well?
Punto .org o punto
No,
MX?
Point MX of Mexico.
SacredJourney.mx.
Yes.
Awesome. And we'll see you next week for more exciting guests, healing information, and Mushie Moment fun. Much love.
Much love.
Aja tipi.
Aja tipi. Remember
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
When you have a pain that's reached its peak, Legacy for 20, it's so unique. If organic cannabis is what you seek, here's your trusted partner 7 days a week. Suppository salves, vapes and drops, topicals, edibles, infused pop. Just when life seems like it ain't easy, at Legacy 420, enjoy a pop freezy. Lab tested products, make them the GOAT. Legacy 420 out on your road. Legacy 420 in Tyndonega Mohawk territory. Indigenous organic cannabis at its finest.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more. We've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
Limestone City Hydroponics is Kingston, Ontario's hydroponics shop. Take your growing to the next level and create the optimal environment with a tent kit, or maximize your yield with an ebb and flow flood table kit. Either way, Limestone City Hydroponics has more sizes and options to fit your needs. Are you looking for the power of the sun that adapts to your budget? Then look no further, as they have professional grow lighting. They have indoor grow systems that are easy and cost effective, with many options to fit your living space and lifestyle. Cultivate your growing potential. We have everything you need to succeed. And if you can't make it to the store, they offer local delivery to the greater Kingston area. Remember, when you're looking for experts to help you grow, then look no further than the locally owned Limestone City Hydroponics, 105 Sunderland Drive in Kingston, Ontario. Call them at 613-548-0420.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net.